Friday night yet.
Three, two, one, go! Three, two, one, go! 3, 2, 1, go! Three, two, one, go!
Alright, everyone, and that was the Mid-Fight Masses mod? I don't know if I remember that correctly. But yes, welcome to an interesting part of the video, because I don't generally do this for mods. I just kind of showcase them and play them and yada yada. But I wanted to get my thoughts for this mod. I wanted to actually, sit down and give what I actually thought about this mod as a whole, because if you've watched the content on the channel, you've already seen that I've already made a video on this mod, and it has since been updated, which is why I completed the game now. So where to start? Because I do have a lot I want to say. First off, the aesthetic of the mod. Love it. I wasn't sure at first. I wasn't sure if the whole, nun is trying to force you to join the church thing was going to work at first, when I first saw this mod, but I thought, custom music, custom charts, how could I not try it out? And I actually really enjoyed it. I really liked the aesthetic. The aesthetic was, I really enjoyed it. Especially, when Ruv joined the scene, kind of gave you a little bit of a twist turn, and he was warned about too, leading up to it. She's talking to this mysterious character on the phone, and then you look at the paper on the wall of the church, and you see that there's this character that you need to be aware of. And I actually noticed that poster the first time I played, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna end up playing that guy, wasn't I? And you do. So, yeah. You can tell a lot of care has been put into this mod. Let's just get that very clear. A lot of care has been put into this mod. Now, as for the characters, let's move on to the characters themselves. I really like Sarv. She's very cute. She seems very sweet at first, and then you slowly realize that maybe she's not quite as innocent as she first appears, which is really neat. Ruv is cool. He's just kind of like the dude who shows up and he's got to clean up the mess that you've made, obviously. That's his kind of character. I really like that. Music. I'm getting all the good things out of the way first. Which, maybe I should have got my gripes out with the game first before I start going on about what I actually like about the game first, because I really do like this mod. But anyways, since we're already this far in, the music. Really enjoy the music. I think all of the music is pleasant. I think Parish was calming and nice. Worship gives me very Roses vibes, and not as in they're similar songs. Worship gives me Roses vibes as in just the setting. You've beaten Sarv in Parish, and now she's kind of agitated, upset that she's lost the first round, and so she goes into a more desperate phase, which is kind of how Senpai went. And I really love Roses, and I really love Week 6, so I really enjoyed that. And Zabadilla, boy, let me tell you, the first time I heard that beat drop in Zabadilla, and he just went in on the mic, he's ready to kick ass. Yeah, I was terrified. I saw my life flash before my eyes in that moment, as I knew my imminent demise was coming. So yeah, Zabadilla, amazing. Gospel is probably... it's not the bottom of my list. I think, and now, let's get this straight, I do love all the music, but I think Gospel is probably my third favorite song, and Parish would end up being my final favorite song. I think, I mean, that's just my personal preference. I don't have a lot of particular reasons why that is. I just really enjoy Zabadilla and Worship more. So yeah, now that we've talked about all of the nice things I have to say about this mod, the things that I have to say that weren't so nice. So when the game first came out, the charts just really did not work. I mean, like, here's the thing. Parish and Worship were playable, you know? Parish and Worship were they were janky, it felt like, but they were playable. You could get through them, and I was fine with that. But Zavadilla, when he just starts going, you know, just going in, there was so many notes, and I don't know how anyone's really expected to sort through all of that, to like comprehend it and just really just be able to play that, you know what I mean? It's just kind of but I don't know, it's just, it is what it is. But when someone has to play on easy mode, when I have to play on easy mode just to beat your song and I still struggle, you know? So yeah, I do not, I get the point. Like, I get, they said they wanted it to be a challenging mod, they wanted it to be a hard mod, and I understand that. I just don't think they went about it the right way, and I feel like they kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit by doing that too, because the mod got pretty popular when it first came out, I think, but no one could really play it, you know? No one could really play it, and so now that its initial release has happened, I feel like the popularity for it has died down a little bit. And now that the mods have actually been recharted and are a bit better to play, it might not get as much attention as I really think it deserves. I really do believe that this mod deserves a lot of attention and a lot of love, because a lot of work was put into this. I want that to be very clear. I really enjoyed this mod. So yeah, wasn't a fan of the charting. So with that said about how I wasn't a fan of the charting, how does that stand given the update? Well, I think the charting still isn't the best it could be. Which isn't entirely its fault, though. I think it's a little bit of the engine's fault in that regard, because I was noticing, in the original mod, it was really hard to hit double notes, I noticed. Basically, I couldn't hit double, like, you could, obviously, I'm sure, but, like, it was so hard, I practically couldn't hit double notes in the original mod. And they kind of fixed that in the update, but I still have difficulty hitting double notes in this mod. It's like, instead of being able to press the buttons at the same time and be able to hit both notes, I have to press one button to hit the first note, and then immediately press the other to get the other one to count. So, that kind of screwed with me a little bit, but it wasn't that much of a problem. I still feel like some of the notes are just kind of, they just don't feel right with the music. But I don't mind, is the thing. Like, here's my viewpoint on it. I still think that they feel a bit wonky with the music sometimes, but I don't mind, is what's interesting. I think it's because I understand what they was going for. Like, they wanted to make a challenging mod. They wanted to make it hard, and I feel like with that knowledge, I don't mind that the notes feel off to me. I'm honestly okay with it. And if they was trying to make a challenging mod, I think they've done it for the most part with this update. Because even though I didn't come close to dying in Zavadilla in this video, the first time I was test running the mod, I nearly died to Zavadilla, which means it's still difficult. It's still not like a breeze to go through. You do have to pay attention and try in order to still win. In Gospel too, I nearly died in Gospel when the first time I played in. I wasn't really paying attention, but I might have come close to dying a few times in this video in Gospel, so even though, like, you know, I'm not entirely sure if I like charting, still, I think they got what they was aiming for in a fair manner. I would say that the mod is in a fair state as it is, you know. It's not overly hard, it's not too easy, it could maybe lean towards being a little bit harder, but not as hard as it came out originally. Definitely do not want to go back to OG Zavadilla. I still have nightmares. So, yeah, I don't know if there's much more I have to say. I just really do enjoy this mod. I honestly think it's got a lot of heart to it. I just think it was hindered by the OG charting. I think that's really all that hindered it. I don't think there's anything wrong with the characters. I don't think there's anything wrong with the music, because I just don't think there is. I think the only thing that could have hindered it is the charting in playing it. You know, it came with these promises of, like, there's a secret if you be on hard mode or alt mode. And alt mode's a new difficulty, makes everything harder. You know, it had these big, like, you know, grand ideas. It had grand ideas and just not so good execution on those ideas. If you ask my personal opinion, of course. I'm not saying that anything I say is evident fact, it's just how I feel. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the mod because I do genuinely really like this mod. I think you should definitely check it out. Now that the charting's been fixed, you'll have a good time, I'm sure. And if you don't have a good time, you're guaranteed a full money back guarantee. I promise you, because you don't have to pay money to download it. So yeah, just honestly, just check it out. If you have the time and don't have anything better to do. And yeah, I don't have anything much more to say. I might do a bonus video today with me playing through the tutorial remix, because they also have that as a song in the mod. So yeah, that might happen. Anyways, everyone, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.